Good evening. I'm Stuart A. Lindman. This is the weather story. Well, we're just 1 week away from spring. It starts officially via the calendar next Friday, and yet most of the nation was too concerned with shoveling snow today to pay much attention to when spring starts. Snow drifts 15 feet high in northern Kansas, 16 inches of new snow in the Catskills of New York, 8 inches of white stuff predicted for Boston tonight, gale warnings up along the east coast, and that big snowstorm that dumped so much snow on Oklahoma, Missouri, and up here in the northeast is due to blow itself out over the Atlantic tonight. This is the picture for tomorrow. Oh, incidentally, the Weather Bureau released a 30-day forecast for the next month, and in it today they say that we'll have more than the usual normal amount of precipitation during mid-March to mid-April. Temperatures over the western part of the country are going to be above normal. Temperatures over the lakes, New England, and the extreme southeast below normal. Now let's look at the picture for tomorrow. It's going to be cool in the south. It's going to be warmer in the southwest, rain along the west coast, snow once again over the Rockies. Incidentally, this rain over California will be mixed with snow on the higher mountainous elevations, and then snow flurries all the way from the Dakotas, including the lakes, and once again across the New England states. The highs tomorrow, they'll have a high of 44 in Boston, a high of 38 degrees in Cleveland, Ohio, a high of 28 degrees in Duluth, Minnesota, a high of 54 degrees in Seattle, a high of 65 in Phoenix, a high of 54 in Fort Worth, Texas, and a high of 54 in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's step into the Midwest area. Here in North Dakota, we have a forecast tonight of cloudy weather. And with cloudy weather, we're going to have a little light snow flurry activity, and otherwise little change in temperature. The high in the northern state will be 30 degrees tomorrow afternoon. Right now, Fargo has light snow falling, and it's 25 degrees. In South Dakota, it's going to be cloudy in the north. There'll be some snow activities. Cloudy in the eastern part of the state. Partly cloudy in the western part of the state, southwest particular, and little change in temperature. Here right now, as the capital city, has 26 degrees and clear skies. Down in Iowa, light snow falling in Mason City and a 10 o'clock reading of 27 degrees. It's going to be cloudy over the neighboring state of Iowa. They too will have light snow flurry activity and a high tomorrow afternoon of 36 degrees. The high in Wisconsin Saturday afternoon will be 35 degrees. Incidentally, La Crosse was the warmest in the five-state area, with a 33 registered mid-afternoon. The forecast for Wisconsin, again, cloudy skies, cool temperatures as we indicate, and some very light snow flurry activity. At 10 o'clock, Randsburg reporting to our weather room, cloudy weather and a reading of 27 degrees. Now, over Minnesota, there'll be very light snow flurries, little change in temperature. And incidentally, this light snow flurry activity that we keep talking about is defined by the Weather Bureau as, regardless the duration of the snowfall, not enough to cover the ground. Those snow flurries are going to continue. The extreme temperatures, 15 for a low in the north tonight, a high tomorrow of 25. In the south, a low tonight of 25 and a high tomorrow of 35 degrees. Light snow is falling. It's 27 degrees in Rochester. Light snow is falling, 26 degrees in St. Cloud. Cloudy in Duluth, and it's 26 degrees, and light snow is falling, and it's 24 at International Falls. Here in Minneapolis-St. Paul, the sunset tonight at 6:19, rises Saturday morning at 6:26. Present temperature now 28 degrees, precipitation 1/100th of an inch, humidity 76%, winds currently from the west-northwest at 8 miles per hour, barometer is steady at 30.07. We've been talking about light snow falling last night, all day today, and this evening too, and yet that snow has been worn away by traffic and by sanding operations. So the Highway Department says that driving conditions are normal across the entire state of Minnesota, and there will be no serious accumulation of snow to change driving conditions in the next 24 hours. Today's low, 25 degrees. That happened at 6:40 this morning. It compared with a low of 27 a year ago this date, March 14th. Today's high was 30. That was at 3:30 this afternoon, and the high a year ago, March 14th, was 37. Tomorrow's low is going to be 25 in the evening hours. 35 will be tomorrow's high. Weatherman says it's going to be cloudy in Minneapolis-St. Paul and area, and there again will be very light snow flurry activity. Winds will come out of the north at 15 miles per hour. The humidity is 76, the present temperature 28 degrees. That's tonight's weather story. Now stay tuned for sports with Big Frank Butel. Good night.
It's new, it's never been shown before. The Plymouth Centennial Custom, a specially built low-priced luxury car, only $21.95. See it now at your Twin Cities Plymouth dealers.
Well, hi, everybody. 3 more high school basketball teams were named tonight to join 4 others in the state tournament field next week at Williams Arena. Let's look to our scoreboard first and our scores tonight. In Region 1, as expected, powerful and big city Austin rolled over Littletown Wyckoff 78-41. Austin will be in the state tournament representing Region 1. The semifinals in Region 3 were played tonight. Canby defeated Granite Falls 47-39. In the second game, this is the halftime score on the board. Brownton leading Walnut Grove 23-19, and Brownton went on to win. That score is just in. Brownton 52 and Walnut Grove 49. And so Walnut Grove, a team in the tourney last year, is out of the running. In Region 6, Brainerd will be in the state tournament. They had an easy time tonight over Breckenridge by 20 points, 63-43. And in the game's thriller of the card tonight among the state preps, in overtime, Cloquet, brand new to the state tournament field, defeated favored Virginia 65-63. Dick Mullen, the hero, as he shot in the winning field goal as the final gun was sounding. Matson of Virginia got 40 points in the game. In the NCAA hockey tournament semifinal game out at Williams Arena tonight, with 15 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the hockey game, North Dakota well on its way to a 6-1 victory over Harvard, and North Dakota will meet Denver tomorrow night in the championship. In the NCAA basketball field tonight, Dartmouth defeated Manhattan 79-62. Temple over Maryland 71-67. Look at this one. Indiana did not last long. Notre Dame beat them tonight 94-87. And at overtime, Kansas State eliminated Cincinnati 83-80. In exhibition baseball, the Tigers 11, the Red Sox 8, the Yankees 5, the Redlegs 1, the Cardinals 8, the Pirates 5. The Braves topped the Phillies 8-1. The Athletics over the Senators 5-1. The Orioles edged the Chicago Cubs 7-6. The Giants on a pair of home runs by rookie McCardle, the catcher, over the Indians 7-2. And tonight at Miami, the White Sox 3 and the Dodgers 1. Well, aside from the actual games themselves, there has been considerable behind-the-scenes activity connected with this NCAA Hockey Championship tourney being staged here in our towns. Here's what's been happening, at least today. The 7-year-old Western Intercollegiate Hockey League, the reigning power of college hockey in this country, voted itself clean out of existence today. Bill Stewart of Boston, the former Major League umpire, was named to coach the 1959 United States national team with Walter Bush of Minneapolis, the team manager. Jack Riley of Army, the West Point, was selected to coach the 1960 American Olympic hockey team with Jim Claypool of Duluth, the team manager. There are still, of course, a number of problems to be ironed out concerning college hockey in the western part of the country, and harmony certainly appears difficult. Let's swing for a moment to something different on the sports scene. The International Weightlifting Contest in Moscow, with just one American taking part against the field, which included Russians, Finns, Iranians, and Poles. The single American, Tommy Kono, said other American weightlifters couldn't show up because the United States Weightlifting Federation couldn't pay their travel expenses to Moscow. Looks like hard work, doesn't it? Here is Russian Fedor Bogdansky, lifting right here, hoisted a total of 412.5 kilograms in the combined events, but Olympic champion and world record holder Kono beat him by 5 kilos for a total of 417.5 kilos, and that's more than 900 pounds. Kono lifted a total of 970 pounds at the Daytona, Florida championships last year. Kono himself, lifting again, weighs a mere 181 pounds. And certainly an American victory right in the heart of Moscow. The National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics has changed its football rules to conform with those of pro football, including free substitution. It means small colleges will be playing under these rules this coming fall in '58. In other news, Kansas State's Tex Winter has been named United Press Basketball Coach of the Year. The boy wonder, the Big 8, has won 2 conference championships in 5 seasons. Don Carter, Tom Hennessy, Ray Bluth, Dick Weber, and Pat Patterson whoop it up after rolling 38-58, the highest score in the history of bowling down in St. Louis. Hennessy and Bluth each had 300 games, and that team total may stand for a long, long time one of the truly great accomplishments in sport. 4 women members of the St. Paul Curling Club are in action as the Women's International Curling Tourney opened today at St. Paul. Running through Sunday, this event has a field of 128 women from 3 states in Canada and should be something to watch, don't you think? Here are some names in the news tonight. Mrs. Clarence Keaton, who originated the St. Louis Cardinal emblem 40 years ago, looks over her handwork to the approval of Stan Musial. Ted Williams says there's nothing to his not wanting to wear a batting helmet, says he's been wearing one for the last 10 days. Horace Stoneham, the president of the New York Giants, predicted his club would outdraw Los Angeles over the long haul. That's despite the fact that Los Angeles has twice the population. Hamlin's Joe Hutton was one of 10 coaches nominated to conduct a basketball clinic abroad for the Army. Duty Moore of Duquesne has been named head basketball coach at LaSalle, replacing Jim Pollard, the former Laker, who resigned. Sugar Ray Robinson worked 4 rounds today, but had to forget all about road work because of a very heavy snowfall at his Greenwood Lake, New York training camp. Well, we received a film strip on the California-Oregon State basketball game, which was played last night on the West Coast. And of course, there is not immense interest in this area about this game, but we decided to run this to show you some coaching reaction. And this could be duplicated next week during the state high school basketball tourney. Let's watch soon for Coach Pete Newell of California. They go to work munching. There he is, munching on a towel. And Coach Gill of Oregon State will in a moment give us that stony look, old stone face. While you're at the state tournament next week or watching it here on Channel 11, we'll try to pick up the reaction of the coaches as well. Here's Newell still chewing on that, must be good, chewing on that towel. California, by the way, if you're interested, won the basketball game. And here's the old stony look. And of course, after it's all over, the two coaches do get together, but boy, they really sweat while the game's in progress. And won't those high school coaches be sweating next week, huh? Well, still chewing on the towel. In a moment, it'll be all over, and the two coaches will get together in traditional fashion as they always do. A few other odds and ends in sports tonight. Clarence Cook and Del Flanagan will wind up heavy drills tomorrow. They meet in the main event, a 10-round go. Monday night at the St. Paul Auditorium, the St. Pat's Night card. George Ryder, the fast and up-and-coming Minneapolis fighter, also has been signed to appear on that same card. It's going to be a good one. The annual Land O'Lakes Boat, Marine, and Tackle Show opened tonight, as you saw on Mel's show, films of it. And it'll run through the 23rd. The hours are from noon to 11 p.m. each day. And finally, in boxing tonight, light heavyweight Tony Anthony of New York scored a technical knockout over Canadian Yvonne Durrell in the 7th round of the scheduled 10-round bout in New York's Madison Square Garden. Referee Ruby Goldstein halted the action after 31 seconds had gone by on the 7th round of a bruising fight which saw both fighters knocked down. And that's about it from the world of sports for tonight. We'll see you tomorrow evening right after the weather. Now coming up, some real fine entertainment with Frank Seifert, your host. Good night, everybody.
Tune in at 10 tomorrow night for that authoritative reporting team, Mel Chess, Stuart A. Lindman, and Frank Butel, with all the news from WTCN TV's expanded news-gathering facilities.
See the Mrs. Minnesota of 1958 competition at the biggest builder's show ever. Open Saturday at the Minneapolis Auditorium. Get full and exclusive television coverage of the Minnesota State High School basketball tournament next weekend on Channel 11, WTCN TV, Twin Cities, 28 degrees at 10:30.